Good morning. I'm Krista, one of the instructors from Community Care, here on Monday, September 29th, starting our advanced cardio and weights class. So if you do have weights, just tuck them to the side. You can do the whole class without them too. We're going to start standing, but if you'd rather sit down, you're welcome to adapt and do a lot of these moves seated as well. But we're going to start with a march on the spot and getting those shoulders rolling to the back. So usually we have all kinds of music on in the background. We're recording for YouTube today, so we left out the music. But if you do have your own tunes, you can put on in the background or put on the radio. It's always helpful to keep us motivated, keep us moving. And if you are coming back to any of our virtual classes or online, we'll have music at those ones. Just for today, no music, so we can load this on YouTube. So shoulders go into the back. We often start with a lot of shoulder rolling and upper body loosening up before we pick up those weights. Getting our joints nice and lubricated here. So just a little march on the spot, shoulders are going. Okay, take them to the front. This one always feels more awkward than going backwards. All right, let's do those shoulder shrugs now. So we're lifting up, little lift up, but a bigger push down. Trying to get those shoulders away from our ears. Arms are like lead weights just at the side. Lifting up, big push down. Up, big push down. And if anyone was uncertain about going out for a coffee date after class, today's the day to do it. It's coffee day on my funny calendar. That's a great day for everybody, especially on a Monday. I encourage everybody to go celebrate that one. Okay, let's try one shoulder up, one shoulder down. Getting that big pull up the side of your torso here. One shoulder up, one shoulder down. Still keeping that march going if you can. If you'd rather plant the feet and just work on the shoulders, of course you can do that too. All right, keep that march going. Let's bring arms out to the front. Flip palms up, palms down. All right, bring those arms out to the sides. Still flipping palms up, palms down. And back down by your sides. Okay, keep that march going. Hands up on the shoulders. We're swimming elbows into the middle. Doing the front crawl with the elbows. We're loosening up our upper back a lot more this way. Okay, let's go backwards with the elbows. Hands are still up on the shoulders, doing the back crawl. Okay, keep that march going. And we're still loosening up this upper body here, but this time we're bringing forearms into the middle, palms together too if you can. Arms all the way together in front. Before we open up, and then reach it up, back down, and close. Open, reach up, back down, and close. Open, up, down, and close. So give that little squeeze of the shoulder blades in the back when you open up. Squeeze, reach up, down, and close. Bringing those forearms back all the way together in the front if you can. Up, down, close. Open, up, down, close. Open, up, down, close. It's a really good way to warm up our upper body here before we pick up weights. Open, up, down, close. Open, up, down, close. A few more. Last one. Open, up, down, and close. All right, shake out those arms. All right, let's get those heels going in the front. So I'm just tapping heels out in front of me. I'm gonna bring opposite hand up to my shoulders. This is one of those ones we usually add weights to later. Okay, try this one moving forward and back. So I'm gonna take 4 steps forward, tapping those heels out in the front, and 4 steps backwards. So just little steps. 1, traveling forward and back, 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2, 3, 4. A few more back and forth. These backward steps especially help with our balance. 3, 4, backwards. And if you'd rather stay on the spot instead of doing the forward and back, of course, that's an option too. Back, 2, 3, 4, forward, 2, 3, 4. Okay, back to our march on the spot. Okay, we're gonna take it out a bit wider now. That soggy pants march, like marching over top of a fallen down tree. Okay, back up tall. Okay, out wide again, get that bum down, big bend at the knees. Back up tall again. You feel so tall after you come up from that one. Okay, and again, out wide. Back up tall. We're gonna do that one more time. Okay, out wide. Still getting those feet off the ground, lifting them up with every step. And back up tall. That's where I feel like I gotta pull up my pants after that one. Okay, let's switch it up, get those toes tapping to the back now. So I'm tapping 1 foot at a time behind me, and I got these straight arms, palms facing behind me too. I'm pushing those arms to the back every time I tap my toes back there. Really pushing out that chest, giving that little squeeze of the shoulder blades in the back as I pump those arms behind me. So sideways looks like this. Okay, let's do these ones traveling forward and back. So try those 4 steps forward, going 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, 4. Forward. Back. And of course, you got that choice to stay on the spot, especially if you don't have the room in whatever space you're using today. You can stay on the spot instead of traveling forward and back. Okay, let's do one more forward and back. 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Back to our march on the spot. Grab a little sip of water. Still got some warm up to do before we pick up our weights. Hopefully you put some of your favorite tunes on in the background today. Okay, I'm gonna do some reaching side to side here. The arms coming right by my chin, out to the side, one then the other. So it's same arm and leg, but they're moving in different directions. If you still got goosebumps and you're cold this morning, you wanna get sweatier faster, warm up, a bigger bend at the knees, make it a bit harder. Going out to the sides, the arm coming right by that chin. We're not going to the front, we're going to the sides for this one. Bend at the knees and reach. Bend at the knees and reach. Okay, let's do 2 taps on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 2 reaches out before you switch sides. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 on this side. One more time on each side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to a march. Okay, let's lift up those high knees. So get that foot off the ground. You're lifting that knee up high. Lift and tap. Okay, we're going to do these ones moving forward and back if you have the space. So 4 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Now, as you get more comfy with this, you can take bigger steps. Maybe lift that knee a bit higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 2, 3, 4, and backward. 2, 3, 4. Back to a march on the spot. Okay, time for the booty kickers. So you're getting that heel up to your bum. You want to add the arms. I'm going to reach down and pull up. Or you're trying to get that foot behind you, bring it up as close as you can to your bum. Okay, if you have the space, do this one. Walking around your chair, your kitchen table, your couch, whatever you have there. Doing our chicken dance. So you're reaching and pulling up, elbows out to the sides, and trying to get that heel up to your bum in the back. Okay, if you're walking around something, try to switch direction, go the other way. All right, and back to a march on the spot. Okay, I'm gonna do a little side step, just step touch. Now, when I do a step touch, I don't actually touch foot to foot, so I'm not tripping over my own shoes. There's still some space between my feet. Okay, now I'm gonna do 2 steps one way, 1, 2, 2 the other way. Now, if you don't have the space, you can just do the marching on the spot. Okay, I'm doing big arm circles around. Same thing, if you're not warm enough yet, you want to make this harder. Bigger steps, bigger bend at the knees, so make it a bit harder. Get you warmer faster. So 2 big steps to the side. Huge circles with those arms. Shoulders will be nice and ready for those weights. One more to each side. Back to your march. Okay, hold on to the chair if you need to. I'm just going to look over one shoulder. You can always stop the march if you'd rather. Drop that chin down, look over the other shoulder. You know, some creaks and cracks here. Back again, other side. Then again, chin down in the front, over the other shoulder as far back as you can look. Okay, back to the front. Okay, a little lean in that ear down to one side. Trying to drop those shoulders too. Get that stretch on the side of our neck. And the other side, ear down towards the shoulder, but drop those shoulders down. There, we all look confused. Now we're ready to go. Grab a sip of water if you need it, and time to grab those weights. So we'll start with both. We're going to stay standing, but if you'd rather have a seat, of course, you can do all these same moves seated. With or without the weights. So I'm going to go back to standing, both weights in my hands here, and just get those feet going first. So I'm going to tap heels out in front of me one at a time. So we did this one during our warm up without the weights. This time we're adding weights to it. So I'm just staying on the spot, tapping heels out in the front. And then I'm gonna add those arms. So I'm gonna try to bring opposite hand up to the shoulder. So my palms are facing in for this one. It's called your hammer grip. Now we do a lot of repetitions with these weights. So if you regularly use them in our class, you know, a lighter weight is usually better for our classes because we do so many repetitions. Okay, just those heels out, opposite hand up to the shoulder. I'm lightly tapping the end of that weight up on my shoulder with every lift. All right, go back to our march. Let those arms hang. Okay, we're going to bring hands up to the shoulders. I'm going to get feet going first and do 2 steps to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2. So feet going first. And then we're adding an arm. I'm going to pump up. Here we go. Up, up. Other side. So with every step, you're raising that arm up overhead. Palms facing to the front. Breath out as you're pumping that arm up. Up, 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 up. You're coming back to the shoulder before you press up. Breath out as you're pushing up. One more time each way. All right, back to a march on the spot. Let those arms hang. Well done. Okay, big wide stance. We're gonna do our sumo squat. Shoulders back and down, and arms are just hanging in the front here. Palms facing in towards each other. We're getting that bomb down, big bend at the knees, and I'm trying not to lean forward. So a nice straight back, straight arms, just hanging loose in the front. It's your lower body doing all the work here. Okay, bum down behind you, big bend at the knees, and we're trying not to lean forward. Going down, back up, down, back up, down, and up, down, and up. Try to do that breath out on the way up. That's the hard part for this one. Okay, we're gonna hold this one down there. Keep holding, keep holding. Wiggle those toes inside your shoes. Try to lift up one heel, then the other one. Back and forth. Okay, come back up. Well done. Wiggle those feet back in until they're at about hip width apart here. I'm gonna turn sideways just so you can see me. We're gonna do our skier squat. So hands up at the shoulders. My palms are facing in towards each other. Big bend at the knees, bum out to the back, and I'm straightening arms out behind me as well. So I'm gonna go down, big bend at the knees, bum up behind me, straighten those arms. Back to the front and up. Bum down, arms out to the back, and up. So this one is difficult. We can't do as many repetitions getting our arms straightened to the back as we could lifting them up in the front. We were doing those heel taps earlier. Down, straighten, back, and up. Down, straighten, back, and up. Down, straighten, back, and up. So you can see when I'm straightening, I'm just bending at that elbow, trying to straighten out those arms. Let's try 2 more. Down, straighten, back, and up. Last one. Down, straighten, back, and up. Well done. Okay, let's put down one weight. Grab a sip of water. We're gonna do that one where we roll down the leg with our weight. So just one big wide stance, so lots of space between our feet for this one. This is one for our core. You're going to feel that pulling and tugging up and down our sides for this one. So get in a good position here. Lots of space between our feet. Weights in one hand. Both arms stay loose for this one. So we're not bending and lifting at the elbow. They're just staying loose and floppy. I'm going down to the side and back up. So you're trying to roll that weight down as far as you can get it on your leg, but don't look at the weight. If we look at that hand, we have a tendency to go forward with our shoulder. We're trying to go sideways. But don't look at the weight. Try to keep that head looking forward. And you can add that other hand up behind your ear for a little extra challenge, but you don't want to see that elbow, so push it behind you. Down, that big breath out on the way up. That's the hard part for this one. So breath out on the way up. Down the leg. Breath out on the way up. Now you can do this one seated as well. Right over the side of your chair, like you're trying to tap that weight beside you on the floor. Let's try 4 more. Try to get down a little further with each reach. 1, 2, push that elbow behind you. 3, and 4. All right, let's reset. Weight in the other arm. Shoulders back and down to start. Lots of space between our feet. Arms nice and loose. Rolling down the leg. Okay, so don't look at that hand with the weight. Try to stay looking forward for this one. Okay, add that other hand behind the ears, optional, but push that elbow to the back. So you don't want to see either hand for this one. And breath out on the way up. That's the hard lift, getting back up. If you like to sing along during workouts, that's a good way not to hold your breath. Okay, let's try 4 more on this side, as far down as you can reach with each one. 1, push that elbow to the back. 2, breath out on the way up. 3, last one, as far down as you can get on the leg. Give yourself more time to get up for this one. And 4. Well done. Okay, feet back to about hip width apart. You can reset. If you're feeling dizzy or lightheaded, please do take a break. You're gonna have one weight, both hands on it. We're gonna do our axe chopper. So we're bringing this weight up overhead, leaving enough space between our knees and our feet. We're gonna come down, bend at the knees, bum out behind you. Bring that weight back up overhead. Between the knees, this is your slow-mo axe chopper. Back up. Between the knees, bum out behind you, and back up. So sideways looks like this. Bum out behind you, big bend at the knees, back up. Let's try 4 more of these ones. 1, back up. 2 chops. 3, bum way out to the back. Last one. And 4. Back up. Well done. Okay, bring that weight, just pass it around your waist. The shoulders back and down again. All right, switch directions. Go the other way. And then we're going to go into our 1-arm row, or a broken lawnmower, we've been calling it. None of us really needed lawnmowers this summer. Now we finally do. We got a little bit of rain. Okay, so our 1-arm row. We do 1 foot ahead of the other, or you can do that knee on the chair instead. You can do this one seated as well. But for those of us standing, we're doing a 1 foot ahead of the other. Opposite arm has that weight. I like that other hand on my thigh. And you're letting that arm fall first before you pull up into the armpit, elbow way out behind you. And your torso's not bouncing up and down. Just staying straight, just that arm moving. Let it fall, pull it up. Let it fall, pull it up. Fall, pull it up. All the way into the armpit, elbow way to the back. You're trying to keep your neck in line with your back here too, so it doesn't get sore or strained. So try not to look too far down or too far up. But keeping your neck in line with your back. So for this one, looking out at the floor, way in front of you. Okay, a couple faster ones. Let's do 4 fast ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's switch, reset, try the other side. So 1 foot ahead of the other, opposite hand has that weight. I'm leaning forward at the hips, trying to keep that straight back. Nice loose arm to start. Pulling way up into the armpit. It's the only thing moving. The rest of me's trying to stay still. Up, let it drop. Pull up, let it drop. So do that breath out on the way up for this one. That's the hard lift on the way up. That other hand on your thigh is just there for balance and to help to avoid your torso from bouncing up and down. Okay, let's try those 4 faster ones on this side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. There, the lawnmower definitely started with that one. Okay, we're gonna do some lunge steps with the weight. So today, both hands on the one weight. We're gonna take a step forward as we roll the weight out away from our chest. So I'm taking a big step and bending that back knee towards the ground, back to standing. Other leg, big step forward, back knee bends towards the ground, and I'm rolling that weight away from my chest. Step and roll, and back. Step and roll, and back. Step and roll, back. You really got to push off that front leg, come backwards. Oh, this is helpful for a balance. Step and roll, and back. Step and roll, back. Now, if you can see yourself on camera and see your own feet, make sure there is some space between them when you come back. So you're not bumping shoes into each other. Always want a little bit of space between your feet. Step and roll, back. Step and roll. Let's do 1 more on each side. Step, back, step, and back. Well done. All right, let's come behind a chair or at a countertop. Do grab a sip of water if you need it. But just so you have something for balance to use here while we do a few more exercises with the weights. So behind the chair, we've done this one a few times now. I'm just gonna come to the side so you can see my feet. But you can do it right behind the chair or a countertop table, whatever you use for balance. Just have a hand there in case you need it. We're doing heels up and one arm out to the side. Arm's just gonna come up to about shoulder height till it's parallel with the floor. Starting off, shoulders back and down, knees slightly bent. Okay, we're lifting heels up, heels slowly back down. Now we're adding that arm. Heels up, arm up, slowly back down. Really try to control your descent here. Your muscles will thank you for it. They're getting class credit today, not gravity. Okay, arm up, heels up, back down slowly. See if you can take that other hand off the chair. You might just have it hover there. Or if you can get down to the 1 finger point, might be all you need. Straight out to the side, just to shoulder height, no higher. Back down. Okay, pass that weight to the other hand. Let's reset, try it on the other side. Do one just heels up first. Okay, now add that arm. Arm up, heels up. Back down slowly. Arm up, heels up. Back down slowly. So do that breath out on the way up. That's the hard lift. Even I need the reminder there to slow down. Let's do one more on the way down as slow as you can go. Well done. All right, I'm just gonna put the weight down on the back on my chair for now. We're not quite done with it yet. We're gonna just stand beside the chair here. Lift up one knee, roll that ankle a few circles one way and the other way. And then we're gonna point those toes and push the heel. Point and push, point and push. All right, couple steps, wiggle that out. Other foot, knee up. Few ankle circles one way. And back the other. And then if you point the toes, push the heel. Point, push, point, push. If you can take that hand off, take off the chair, chest balance. All right, couple steps, wiggle that one out. Okay, beside the chair here, I'm gonna lift up one leg, get one leg moving back and forth. So I'm taking a big step up, like I'm stepping over something, getting my heel down in the front, lifting that knee back up, toes to the back, like you're stepping over an imaginary hurdle here. Heel to the front, and then toes to the back. You gotta lift that knee up high, get that foot off the ground. Knee up, heel down, knee up, toes to back. See if you can try that one without the hand on the chair. Let's do one more. Knee up, heel down, knee up, toes to back. Okay, couple steps, wiggle that out, reset. I'm gonna come to the other side of my chair here, get that other leg going. Knee up, heel down, knee up, toes to back. You're stepping over something big. Okay, see if you can take that hand off or get down to the one finger point for balance. Or maybe no hands. Heel down, knee up, toes to back. Heel down, knee up, toes to back. Let's do two more. Up, up into the back. Last one, up into the front, up into the back. All right, wiggle that out. Okay, we're gonna come back to seated. So back in front of our chair with our one weight. I am gonna let you sit this time. So making sure you can look over those shoulders. You're gonna hit the chair on the way down. Okay, we're gonna sit, but keep those feet near the chair legs so they're not way out in front of us, but they're back near those chair legs, even tucked slightly underneath. Okay, we're gonna do some bum jumps here. So this is strengthening our legs, those muscles we need to always get up and down out of chairs, couches, vehicles. Okay, I'm gonna hold the weight out in front of me. You can do this without the weight too, just hands clasped in the front. Dig those feet into the floor. We're gonna do little bum jumps here. Like you're just trying to get enough air under your bum to get the newspaper out from under you. A few bum jumps. Push those feet into the floor. You're gonna feel that tension in the top of your legs here and your thighs. Little bum jumps. See, this one we need a good song for. Little bum jumps, so you'll feel that in your thighs here. Push those feet into the floor with every jump. Push. All right, you keep the bum on the chair now. Bring that weight in close to your chest. Okay, we're gonna bring it from chest down to our hips or near your back pocket, like you're trying to put that weight in your back pocket. So keep arms and the weight stay close into your body the whole time. Chest, then I'm gonna twist to the side, like I'm trying to put that weight in my back pocket. Back to the chest, twist to the other side. Back to the chest, twist to the other side. Okay, so tap that weight right on your hip, the top of your bum cheek, like you are trying to put the weight in your back pocket on each side. Now feet stay forward for this one, flat on the ground, so make sure you're seated in a spot where feet can be flat, they're not hanging. For those of us who are shorter, you gotta scoot forward in the chair sometimes for that. Hip, back to chest. Hip, back to chest. You should feel a lot of pulling and tugging here around your sides and your back. Hip, back to chest. Hip, back to chest. Hip, chest. Hip, and chest. Let's do 2 more taps on each side. There was one. Last ones. All right, we're done with the weight. So you can tuck that one away, put it against the wall or just under your chair. Grab a sip of water if you need it. All right, we're gonna scoot forward in our chair here. Try to stretch out one leg, get it as straight as you can. Heel is on the floor, toes way up. We're gonna stretch out our hamstrings here. So that little lean forward at the hips, trying to keep a straight back until you feel that pulling feeling behind your leg, right to behind your knee. Then you can add the reach for the toes too to feel that pull, but we're trying to keep a straight back. So we're not hunching our shoulders forward after we had good posture this whole time. Working on getting shoulders back and down. Okay, drag that same heel out to the side. So you're still keeping that straight leg, heels on the floor, toes up. Now we're gonna hang this hand in between our feet, reaching for the floor until you feel that stretchy pull feeling inside your thigh here. So the straighter you can get that leg, the more you're gonna feel it. You're hanging your fingers down like you're trying to reach the floor. Okay, back up. Other leg out straight to start. Heel on the floor, toes up. That little hinge forward at the hips, trying to keep that straight back. We can add the reach for the toes. As soon as you're in a spot where you can feel any pull here, then you stop and hold it. We're always aiming for pull, not pain. Okay, drag that heel now out to the side. Hang this hand down, reaching for the floor, trying to keep that straight leg, aiming for that tugging feeling inside your thigh. Okay, bring that one back up. Okay, big wide stance. We've done this one a couple times here. Good stretch for our lower body. Around our thighs or bum in our back. So legs as wide as you can get them here. We're gonna try to get palms all the way to the floor. If you can't get palms all the way to the floor, we're gonna tuck those hands underneath your knees instead and hold it there. But if you can, we're gonna try to get palms to the floor, hold it here. Extra important, we're not holding our breath. So you can probably feel blood rushing into your head here. Regular breaths in and out. So we're feeling that tugging around our inner and outer thighs into our bum and back. Okay, we'll all get up together, one hand on a knee, another hand on a knee. Push those hands into your legs to get up. Shoulders back and down. Okay, one more time we're doing that. Trying to get palms to the ground, or you tuck those hands under your knees if you can't get palms all the way to the floor. You're gonna hold it here instead. But if you can, palms all the way to the floor. Hold it here, regular breaths. Okay, when we get up this time, try to start with the other hand. One hand on a knee, another hand on a knee, pushing those arms into the legs, back up. All right, feet back to the front. They're flat on the ground, hands on the outside of your thigh or the side of the chair seat. We're gonna turn and look over that shoulder and hold it here for that nice stretch on our back. Especially after we did that twisting one side to side, putting the weight in our pocket. Okay, other side, same thing. So hands on the outside of your thigh or the side of the chair seat. Turning and looking over the shoulder as far back as you can look and hold it here. All right, back to the front. I'm gonna put you in handcuffs. Try to get those straight arms behind your back, clasp them, and lift slightly off your lower back. So it looks like this, straight arms clasped and lift. So you're feeling that stretch around the fronts of your and tops of your shoulders here into your chest. You're sitting up nice and tall for this one. Okay, bring those hands to the front. We're gonna clasp them in front of us. This big circle here for a big hug. Okay, push from behind the shoulders, like you're trying to make more space in here. So you feel that in your upper back. Okay, push those palms out away from you, same thing. Big push, like you're trying to make extra space in this hole. All right, give that one a shake. Let's bring one hand up behind our neck. Now we can just hold it here. We're getting that stretch of our chicken wings underneath our arm. Head's looking forward, so I'm not looking down or up. I'm trying to look straight forward here. Try to walk those fingers down your shirt, down your spine. Try to get down a little bit further. Feel an extra pull here underneath your arm. Hold it here, but not your breath. This is the danger zone when our hands are up high. Okay, if you want to try the optional test, that other hand behind, see how close you can get those fingers to touch. It's just for fun. All right, give her a shake. Roll the shoulders if you're feeling tight up here. Other hand up behind the neck. You're just holding it here. Optional to walk those fingers down your shirt, down your spine a little further, trying to get that extra pull underneath our arm. We're looking straight forward, regular breaths. All right, if you want to try that other hand behind, see how close those hands and fingers can get today if they're touching. This side's trickier for me to touch on. There's always one side that's much easier than the other. All right, wiggle up those arms, roll the shoulders to the back and to the front. I'm going to bring hands up, a big push, palm to palm, elbows out. Big push. I see those shaky arms on camera. But try to breathe out while you're holding that push. That does take some practice. Okay, open up, squeeze those shoulder blades in the back, wiggle the fingers, really pushing out that chest. Again to the front, big push. Hold the push, but breathe out. And open up, squeeze in the back again and squeeze your finger down to your thumb. Every finger down to your thumb. Have that race between right and left hand. My right always goes faster. Piano players, I think, have that problem. All right, shake that one out. To the front, to the back. This time looking over the shoulder and holding it here as far back as you can look and drop those shoulders down. Chin down, looking over the other shoulder now as far back as you can. Hold it here. Back to the front, chin to chest for that little stretch from the back of our neck. And we're looking back up now, ear down to the side and add that arm out like you're dropping something smelly in the garbage. Trying to get that straight line feeling from your ear down to your hand. Try to drop that other shoulder down too so it's not up here around your ear. Other side, ear down, arm out. Back up and walk those fingers down your legs. Slide them right back up. Going up in the air, your big breath out. And your own pat on the back for another September class, your last September class in the books. And thank you today for joining while we recorded on for YouTube. So hopefully this will be posted up there soon.
Nice class too. You got 14 in there.